kind of honest I am. Because what I'm saying is true, because what I'm saying is backed up on honest to God complete integrity.
Okay, so Diddy has been trending again, but this time, it's not because of a party or a beef. It's because someone dropped what they're calling the biggest bombshell in this whole Diddy madness, and now the internet is going crazy. Rumors are spreading that Diddy has HIV, and before you think, oh, this is just another made-up celebrity rumor, people online are claiming there's a list of celebrities supposedly involved and working overtime to keep everything under wraps. According to these viral posts on June 7, 2025, a so-called random court document appeared online, and what was in it? Alleged proof that Diddy is HIV positive and has been hiding it. But here's the part that sent the internet into meltdown. The document also supposedly exposed dozens of big names across music, sports, and Hollywood. If we rewind to late December 2024, Jaguar Wright mentioned something similar in an interview, and if there's one thing Jaguar is known for, it's saying exactly what's on her mind.
Any comments on the trial so far? The opening statements?
He's having his day.
He's having his day?
He's having his day. We trust the justice system.
Thank you, sir.
God is good.
Okay, so that HIV leak was already messy, but once the freak-off allegations started coming out, the whole HIV rumor suddenly made more sense to people online. Apparently, Diddy wasn't just throwing regular celebrity parties. These so-called freak-offs were described as the Olympics of extreme, no-limits fantasies, plus trauma. Cassie, in her lawsuit, alleged that there were and cameras everywhere, and not the fun kind. She claimed people were being coerced into doing things they didn't want to do. One male escort, known as the Punisher, said he thought he was simply going to dance. Instead, it allegedly turned into a night involving him, Cassie, and Diddy, and what he described as one of the most disturbing experiences in the entire case. Another man, Sean Deering, also known as Skylar, claimed he attended more than a dozen of these events. In court, he backed Cassie's version completely, saying, "Yup, it happened. A lot." And then things got even darker. A male escort testified that Diddy allegedly forced him to urinate in Cassie's mouth while Diddy sat and watched. That isn't just freaky, that's deeply disturbing. This is also where the HIV rumor blew up again. An openly HIV-positive man claimed he was present at some of these events, involving both male and female celebrities. If that wasn't already too much, Diddy's former assistant, David James, testified that he basically became a walking receipts folder. He said his job wasn't just booking flights and picking up food. He had to carry what he called a pharmacy in Diddy's bag at all times. According to him, there were 25 to 30 bottles of Percocet, ecstasy, Viagra, fat burners, sperm count boosters, and the detail that broke the internet, ecstasy pills shaped like Barack Obama's face. He claimed this wasn't a special occasion thing either. It was daily, even during business meetings. Imagine trying to discuss music deals while your boss is popping Obama pills. Assistants also testified that the aftermath of these alleged freak-offs looked like crime scenes: smashed whiskey glasses, scattered everywhere, and a mess housekeeping wouldn't touch. One assistant said he once rode shotgun while Diddy drove with 3 guns on his lap, supposedly on the way to meet Suge Knight at a diner. Which, side note, is not how you meet someone for pancakes. This is the point where the story stopped looking like mere internet gossip and started sounding like every lawyer's nightmare. Court documents began surfacing, not vague sources say headlines, but sworn statements, legal exhibits, dates, and locations. Remember when Cassie sued him in late 2023 for, and other disturbing allegations? People already thought her claims were shocking, but after the HIV rumor resurfaced, the public began viewing her lawsuit in a new light. She alleged she was forced into risky situations, sometimes with multiple people, against her will. The wildest part was that her lawsuit was settled in just one day. No back and forth, no prolonged court process. He cut a check, the lawyers wrapped it up, and everyone was told to move on. Naturally, people found that suspicious. Who settles that fast unless there's something they really don't want revealed in open court? After Cassie, more lawsuits started dropping like back-to-back Drake features. Aubrey O'Day, yes, from Donna D. Kane, said the things Cassie claimed were exactly what she witnessed too, adding her own "I could write a book" energy. And then came producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who filed a lawsuit alleging that Diddy get him touched him and threatened him. Not just once, but repeatedly over months.
I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
You were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Lil Rod's case pulled other names into the mix too, suggesting that people in the industry might have known about this side of Diddy but stayed silent because, well, music industry politics. Then came the part that made people say, oh, this is real now. Federal investigators got involved, not just for the allegations but for possible charges and financial crimes. We're talking helicopters, tactical gear. The full Call of Duty rollout. That's when it became obvious that this wasn't a PR problem anymore. If any of the health-related allegations turned out to be true, things could shift into criminal territory very fast. Investigators started seizing hard drives, phones, and even security camera footage from his properties. And since this is Diddy we're talking about, those properties included multi-state mansions, luxury apartments, and even a private island. Diddy called the whole thing a witch hunt, but when multiple lawsuits, witness statements, and federal agents are all circling you at the same time, that's not a witch hunt. That's something else entirely. Once the lawsuits and raids hit, the industry cut him off faster than you could say, Diddy. Hollywood has its own language, and one of its loudest messages is the unfollow button. Within days, people who used to party with him every weekend suddenly weren't even following him on Instagram. I'm talking DJ Khaled, French Montana, even Young Miami, who went from holding his hand on yachts to acting like she never met the man. And then there was 50 Cent, who's basically been Diddy's personal troll since the early 2000s. The moment this news broke, 50 went full petty, posting memes and captions like, "They're coming for you, boy," alongside pictures of FBI vans. Say what you want about 50, but that man never misses an opportunity for shade. Then suddenly, old interviews began resurfacing where celebrities had hinted at Diddy's different lifestyle. That 2009 clip of Usher saying he lived with Diddy when he was a teenager. Yep, back in the spotlight. That strange Drink Champs interview where Diddy called Nore daddy. Yep, viral again. But the biggest sign that the industry was truly done came when the money started walking away. Liquor brands, TV production companies, and even music distributors quietly backed out. Revolt TV, the network Diddy founded, suddenly announced he was stepping down. And for anyone who doesn't speak PR, that's code for, we can't have you as the face right now. Festivals he was booked for acted like they'd never heard his name. Even the people who defended him at the start went silent, because supporting someone who's being raided by the FBI is not exactly a smart career move. Once the industry ghosted him, the internet went full detective mode. And if you've ever seen TikTok during drama season, multiply that by 10. Then add Reddit threads that feel like mini Netflix crime documentaries. One of the wildest threads claimed Diddy supposedly kept a black book of dirt compromising info on celebrities, politicians, and executives. According to the rumor mill, this is why some people were scared to speak out. And it didn't help that certain names kept getting dragged into those online deep dives. Not because anything was confirmed, but because once people believe there's a secret circle, they start filling it with whoever they want. The end of the day, this whole Diddy and HIV saga says more about the celebrity machine than it does about whether the claims are true. This is Diddy, someone who's been untouchable for decades. He survived lawsuits, scandals, beefs, and more than a few awkward red carpet moments. But this is different. This isn't one incident. It's a giant question mark that sticks to your name and walks into every room before you do. And it's also a reminder of how fast the culture shifts. 10 years ago, something like this would have been a career-ending PR disaster. Now, it's just another part of the 24-hour gossip cycle. Except when the name is this big, it never fully fades. It lingers, becoming part of your public identity whether you like it or not. So here's the deal. When that rumored celebrity list eventually leaks, half the internet will pretend they never heard about it. But you'll know the entire backstory, so stick around, like, and subscribe because there's a whole lot more where this came from.